Hi there, it's Roy Breton here from gardenequipmentreview.com. Hope you're doing well. Today we're looking at the Mountfield 827H compact lawn rider mower. Now this is a small machine which has its advantages for if you've got the smaller garden that requires a ride-on. Just one thing, before you purchase the ride-on, sometimes it's worth having a look at the walk-behind mowers. Sometimes you're better off with a good walk behind rather than having a ride-on that could be rather cumbersome. However, this one it's a 66 centimetre cut, which is about a 27-inch cut, I believe, that in Imperial. So 28-inch cut. So it's pretty compact. And I used to have a similar machine from a different manufacturer, slightly bigger, but it actually replaced all the mowing that I used to do with the walk-behind mower due to its compactness. Now, one of the highlights of this machine for me is the hydrostatic drive. I've put a little bit about hydrostatic drive down here. Hydrostatic drive is an oil. It's driven by an oil-powered motor, in other words, hydraulic. And it gives you variable speed on forward and reverse instantly. You don't need a clutch or anything, you just have a foot pedal. In this case I believe it's a lever, and you just control your speed like that. So if you come to a tough bit of grass, you slow right down. If the grass isn't very long, you go much faster. So it is really it's perfect. It's also great when you're manoeuvring around trees and obstacles. You can just slow up and speed up accordingly. So definitely a feature that I would recommend. I wouldn't actually recommend buying a ride-on machine without hydrostatic drive, to be fair, in this day and age. But from this point of view, mowers have came a long way. So let's just have a look at some of the features. As I mentioned, it's great for tight spaces. The hydrostatic transmission, as I just mentioned, which gives you instant variable forward and reverse speed. It's an overhead valve engine that develops 5.5 horsepower, which isn't particularly big, to be fair. I would say you probably could do with a little bit more power. However, the reviews for this type of machine, it's a basic machine, it's small, are pretty good, to be fair. And also if you're out there cutting your grass every week, it should be enough power. But it's always good to have more rather than less. It's designed for areas up to 300 square metres. It has electric start. They've got large generous grass box with 150 litres, and that can be tipped from the seat. Down here I wrote about the grass collection. So some manufacturers put bags that have to be individually manhandled. I can never see the point of this unless you're having to empty into bins. It's much better to dump from the seat. You don't want to be jumping on and off your ride-on mower. You want to get on there and stay on there until you finish the job. Otherwise it really defeats the object of having a ride-on mower. And I would say, if you like this collector, if you're putting it in a bin, just make a heap near your compost bin and then just fork it into the bin. It's far quicker than keep jumping on and off. So that's a good plus point for this machine. It's got 6 cutting heights. Always good to have variable cutting heights. It cuts quite high up to I think it was 80mm. So between 30 and 80mm cutting height. So it gives you a good range. There is a mulch plug option if you want to mulch your grass. I put here excellent reviews, as I mentioned. And has a 2-year warranty, so that's always good for peace of mind. And this machine sells for just under £1,600, so definitely worth having a look at if you're looking for a compact ride-on. I'm going to embed this video into this blog post. Please feel free to like our channel and to comment, and also you can comment on this video if you've had any experience. I put the famous eBay link in. Always good to look for machines on there in case you can find a good second-hand garden or even a new one. Then I've just put the manufacturer's video here. You can just see a bit about it. You can see it's pretty compact, so worth having a look at that too. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.